Aloha, boys and girls. Today we're going to be reading one of my favorite stories, and it's called A Piglet Named Mercy. And the author is Kate DiCamillo, and we read a lot of Mercy Watson books in my class, and this is the very first one of where it all began. Look at the picture. A Piglet Named Mercy. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson lived in a house on Deckawoo Drive. Deckawoo Drive was an ordinary street in an ordinary town. That means it's kind of plain and simple. And Mr. and Mrs. Watson were ordinary people who did ordinary things in ordinary ways, like trimming the hedges, vacuuming, and washing the car. One day, Mrs. Watson said to Mr. Watson, "I wonder if we aren't just the tiniest bit too predictable." "Predictable? Us?" said Mr. Watson. "Surely not." "It's just that sometimes I wish something different would happen," said Mrs. Watson. "Things are just fine the way they are," said Mr. Watson. You see? But then something different did happen. Someone very small and not at all ordinary found her way to the Watson's house on Deckawoo Drive. Mr. Watson made the discovery when he opened the front door for the morning paper. "Mrs. Watson," he called, "come see." "Oh, the little dear," said Mrs. Watson. "Oink," said the piglet. "I think she's hungry," said Mr. Watson. Wonder what you feed a pig. There you go. "Is that a pig?" said Eugenia Lincoln. Eugenia Lincoln lived next door, and she did not approve of surprises or pigs. "It is," said Mrs. Watson. "Can you believe our luck?" "Don't be ridiculous," said Eugenia Lincoln. "A pig is not lucky at all." She's kind of a grouchy character. "Do you think perhaps the piglet would like a bottle of warm milk?" said Baby Lincoln. This is Baby Lincoln, and it is Eugenia's baby sister, so they call her Baby. Baby was Eugenia's younger sister, and she was fond of surprises and piglets. Mr. Watson scratched his head. "A bottle of milk? I don't know. This is all so unpredictable." "Leave it to me," said Baby Lincoln. "Oink," said the piglet again. Mr. Watson picked up the piglet and took her inside. She wrapped her in a blanket. "Have you ever seen anyone so darling?" she said. "Never," said Mr. Watson. "Here's the warm milk," said Baby Lincoln. "I have it right here." Eugenia said, "That's absurd." The piglet did not think so. It drank the entire bottle. And then she burped. And then she oinked. Oink! And went looking for more. "Oh my goodness," said Mr. Watson. Watch out, said Eugenia. She seems to like toast very much, said Baby. Oh, the darling, darling thing, said Mrs. Watson. Mr. Watson, said Mrs. Watson. Perhaps you would like to hold her for a bit. Certainly, said Mr. Watson. He took the piglet in his arms. He rocked her. He hummed. How extraordinary, said Mr. Watson. She's a poor kind wonder. This piglet is a wish come true, said Mrs. Watson. What a mercy she is, said Baby. There you go, said Mr. Watson. We will call her Mercy. She is not a Mercy, said Eugenia. She is a pig. Oink, oink, said the piglet. You cannot name a pig Mercy, shouted Eugenia. She's kind of the grouchy one, isn't she? But they did name her Mercy. She was entirely unpredictable. She was not at all ordinary, and she was very, very loved. And that's not the end of Mercy Watson. You're going to hear lots more about her as she grows up as a pig. Thanks for reading with Miss Farrell today. Bye.